Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Clarkson Commercials here in Glasgow, Scotland once again with another transit van that must be the most interesting, unusual transit that we have ever had the pleasure of having in stock in the last 35 years of us trading. You may be wondering what makes it so interesting and unusual. It's a 2002 and a 52 Ford Transit Jumbo, travelled 1,633 miles. Yep, I'll say it again, 1,633 miles. That equates, guys and girls, to 145 miles per year. You're probably asking yourself now, why on earth has it got such a stupidly low mileage? And transit vans, as I'm sure you are aware, are used for a million different purposes, more than you or I will ever realise. This one spent its life on a chemical plant in the south of England. It was a plant that made ink, a very, very large chemical plant. In the event of a disaster, in the event of the day where it all goes boom, health and safety dictates that they have to have a van on site filled with fire and flood prevention material. So if there was a disaster, they needed hard hats, visors, rubber gloves, aprons, boots, spill prevention measures, all that stuff, just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the disaster. And this was one such van. It sat there all its life, 145 miles a year, taken out once a year for its MOT and its service, and it had to sit on the sidelines awaiting the disaster that thankfully never happened. But it is racked out and shelved out in the back. What I would say is that all the racking and shelving that's in the back can be removed by us very, very easily to come back to a standard van. I'll walk around the van, show you all that I can. When I first heard about the van, the first thing I checked before I even looked at the van was its background, its pedigree, its paperwork trail, and yes, it's got a full service history, and it's also got every MOT, and it also has full DVLA mileage verification as proof of that too. So the mileage is 110% guaranteed and fully documented by 3 different sources: service history, MOT and DVLA. Again, if you can make use of this in here, well, that's just great. We've got some shelving off to the right hand side, some seating there, and we've got the bulkhead obviously, and we've got some storage up top there. I do stress that if all the equipment in the rear is of no use to you, we can remove it all for you, so do not feel obliged to take it that way, or if indeed the gear in the back is putting you off, please remember we can remove that for you. In effect, what you're getting here is a brand new van, 145 miles a year. It is a brand new van. These vans are well north of 20 grand each now, but you're getting something at a fraction of that cost with 1,600 miles. It's also got the advantage of having the 125 horsepower engine, which means it's got plenty of get up and go, not that it's ever been fully exploited. And as I say, ladies and gents, what you're getting here is really a brand new van. Up top there, we've still got the blue lights for the emergency. Again, they can be removed if so desired. Here we are in the cabin with the all-important service history. I'm not going to run through every MOT, but they are all there. Well, as I say, we've got the mileage verification from DVLA, we've got the service history prints, and we've got the logbook confirming it's one owner and where it came from. But it is all there. That all passes with the sale. It's there for you to peruse before you buy the vehicle. But as I say, that was the one thing that I checked first and foremost before we ever clapped eyes on the van. Right, still inside the cabin here. We've got the white clean vinyl seats that are really, really handy. I wish every Transit had them. And it's just a brand new van. So all it is a brand new van. We've got there is a two-way radio, and there's an outside loudspeaker with it as well, so you can shout all your instructions to your boys or whatever you want to do. But again, that can all be removed by us, and it is all active, and the flashing lights all still work, believe it or not. And you know, it's just, what more can I say? It's absolutely as you would expect it to be. 1,633 miles. Just show you there as proof. You can probably see that if I can hold the camera still. passenger airbag, which is unusual, but that was obviously specified that way. And as you would expect, that's how the van came into us, in fairness. So there we go. I'll just summarise once more as I go around the van. It's a 2002 in the 52 plate, Ford Transit 350. It's the Jumbo, which is the extra long wheelbase, and sat on the chemical plant, the ink plant, all its life, fully loaded, waiting on a disaster that never thankfully happened, and hence why it's got such a low mileage. And I'll say again, 1,633 miles, finished in factory yellow. And as I say, the most interesting, unusual, eyebrow raising van I think we've had in all the years. There certainly, without doubt, will not be two of these on the scene at present. Hope it's of interest. Somebody will bag an absolute bargain there. And as I say, new, these are well north of £20,000 now. You're getting that at a fraction of the cost, with 1,600 miles on it. My name is Barry, thanks for watching, thanks for your time. I hope it's of interest. It seems unnecessary, but as with all the vans, we've got to say the usual disclaimer that everything we sell is second hand. They've all had a first life before they come to us, and then we have marks and imperfections consistent with age, mileage and use. Thanks for watching, thanks for your time. My name is Barry, and I hope to speak to you soon.